Hello and welcome to Soul in Balance. My name's Alicia and in this video we will be going over the full moon in Leo, and this will be happening on the 28th of January depending on where you are in the world, and it'll be at 9 degrees and 6 minutes of Leo. And I have to say that full moons in Leo are definitely my favorite full moons. It really is about just connecting to our courage, connecting to our strength and moving into the direction we want to go. Like, I know in my own life, I've made some massive decisions and had the courage to move forward on a Leo full moon. So this is definitely the time to make those changes, especially with the other aspects that are happening and joining this full moon. Now, if we look at what a full moon in Leo is, so Leo represents royalty, it represents our courage, our strength, leadership, how we put ourselves on the world stage. It's how we get our ego stroked. There's many aspects to Leo, but there is the main aspect, which is our heart, our generous, open heart. And as always, with all full moons, it is opposite the sun in Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is going to be exactly joining Jupiter, which is really just going to blow this full moon right out of the water. So it's going to be a very, very, very powerful full moon. So if we look at it logically with Leo, what can we release? Now, Leo is leadership. It's the authority figures as well. So it can be, and then with Aquarius, that is our collective, it's humanity, it's society. So are we having to let go of those old leadership structures and find power and strength within humanity, especially with Jupiter there, really expanding that strength and humanity with society? Are our old ways, our old patriarchy ways, our old ways of, top-down leadership, is that going to be ending fairly soon, And if we bring it to just like a general personal perspective, like, where in our own lives can we stop controlling things, or can we be more validating of ourselves? The shadow side of Leo is to need constant reassurance, need constant attention, to be validated, and we all have this problem. We're all wounded in some way, not getting our needs met, not getting our, attention met or emotions met. So this is why we have like all these selfies and this whole, social media problem going on, because people are just needing likes and loves and approval, because we're just at such a stage of, in lacking in self-love. So this full moon is really just going to heighten that you don't need that outside approval. The only approval that you need is your own. And I feel like at this time, especially with this T-square, because this full moon is going to be squaring out to Mars and Uranus, and that's in Taurus. So this is a very fixed full moon. So, and this square is going to create tension. So this radical change, because if we look at Jupiter and Uranus, they're about breaking free. It's about freedom, expanding, doing your own thing. So if we're heavily needing approval from other people, or, attention, or, just people validating what we need, or how we feel inside, I feel like this is just going to go astray. Like, I feel like if you're really seeking attention and doing things just for attention, not doing it from your heart, because Leo is about your heart, I feel like you're just going to have this massive pushback or some radical experience happen to really make you evaluate your life and what you might need to change. And, this is happening for everyone on some level or another. It's not just for people that are more on the narcissistic spectrum, because we are all wounded in some way. We are, we all do seek attention in some way, whether it's being completely bloody weird, or, being a people pleaser, or just being a yes man, or, whatever it is, there's some validation and exchange in, being that, like even being a martyr. Like, there's some kind of, beneficial exchange, attention, from being that. So we really just need to be doing things from our heart and doing what we can to help the collective, because the Sun and Jupiter is in the house of the collective and society. You know, what we are doing should really be benefiting our society and benefiting human beings, not just for attention. So this full moon is going to be very intense. I feel like there's going to be a lot of radical information coming out in the news, you know, where we've kind of been lied to, you know, where we've been under illusions and delusions, especially with the square from Neptune out to the nodes. You know, like, we really need to be finding the truth in our heart and seeing what's really true, and not believing all the propaganda or the stuff that is on the news, because it's just information overload, and there is just so much crap going around, circulating around, and we're really going to be having these radical truths just thrown in our faces. So we really do look at what's going on instead of putting our head in the sand. So yes, and then we also have the Sun trining out to Chiron in Aries. So this is going to be very healing. So the changes that we make in the way that we validate ourselves and show up for ourselves and have courage for ourselves is really going to help heal our old wounds, our wounds from childhood, you know, like wounds from the collective, and, you know, it could be even generational, like the family bloodline, whatever it is. Like us stepping into our own power, because we are all magnificent beings. We do not need all these external things. And at the end of the day, you know, like, it's all an illusion anyway. You know, like, it's all just our, you know, our perception of the 3D reality. It's all just our beliefs and what we think is going on. It's all just in our minds anyway. So yes, so I'm going to do a card for this full moon. I've chosen the Radical Rebel deck, which I love, because Uranus is in the mix, and Jupiter and Aquarius, which is really about being that rebel and just doing your own thing and not needing validation. So we'll see what comes out. Hopefully it doesn't take forever. But no, I really, really do love full moon in Leo. Like, it is so beautiful, but I feel like there could be potential for a lot of drama. So just stay out of stuff. Like, yes, there might be a lot of triggering things being said, whether it's on the news, through friends, through relationships, whatever it is. Just stay out of the drama. Like, just give it a few days, let things blow over. But at the same time, sometimes these striking events are what we need to finally, like, get out of that situation. Maybe, you know, if we're having issues in our life right now, maybe that's because this area of our life just isn't working, and we need to kind of go in a new direction, which Jupiter is all about, like, which is the ruler of Sagittarius, going our own way, doing our own thing, travel, like going to new lands. But anyway, I'll get this card. Okay. So we've got come to life. Alrighty, so come to life means whatever your creative passions are, whatever your heart is really wanting to do, this is the time to start creating it. Like, there is no point sitting around procrastinating, waiting for the best moment, waiting for enough knowledge, waiting to think that you deserve to be heard. This is the time to just start doing what you are passionate about. Like, bring it to life, bring your passions to life. And it doesn't matter, you know, how long it takes. It doesn't matter how many setbacks you have. Like, I can't tell you the amount of setbacks I've had, or the amount of no's, or whatever it is, but you just keep going. And that is the main thing of successful people, is that they just keep moving forward. And the thing is, you just start what you're passionate about. There's never gonna be a right time. Like, you just start now, because you'll never be ready. And it doesn't matter how rusty it is, how crap it is, that you may perceive it is. it could be helping somebody else, you know, like, because you starting that venture, you starting that new passion is going to inspire somebody else to do it, because we're all connected. We're all in this cosmic soup together. So it really is a time to put those creative passions out there. And we are definitely needing, with our crumbling structures, we are definitely needing new ideas and new perspectives and new creations to help bring about this new world, so it doesn't go back into this toxic system that we've had for so long. But anyway, that is it for me, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Many soul journey blessings.